Good morning, students. Welcome back to the second part of the lesson 16 from your English literature, Diamond Cut Diamond. Today, we'll have the reading and the explanation of this lesson. And it's very easy one. It is not very difficult. Just a conversation. It's like a conversational form. So we finished with this video itself, this lesson, so that I can give you the book copy work in the next class. So kindly follow your book, page lesson 16, page 126. Page is not written there, but all the same, after lesson 125, you follow it. Okay. The story of a peasant who goes to help his brother and is arrested for smelling a rich man's curry. Already I explained to you this in the introduction. So more or less you know the story now. Kim Han, a poor farmer, lived with his wife in a small village in Thailand. One day he heard that his brother, who lived far away, was ill. So this is nothing to be explained. You already understood what it is exactly. Something very difficult, then I'll explain to you. The conversation between he and his wife. I must go and see him. I am worried. Please eat some breakfast. I have packed some rice for you. So this is Kim Han says that he is worried and he wants to go to meet his brother, and his very loving and very understanding wife says, all right, you eat something and take something for the way too. His wife gave him a hot breakfast of porridge and lentils. So porridge is like a liquid form, type of maybe with wheat, broken wheat. So with the different things we can prepare the porridge. So he gave that, means a speciality of in Thailand it is like that, like a soup type. And lentils. Lentils also is a pack. Kim Han walked for a very long time on dusty roads until he came near a rich man's house. A marvelous smell wafted across to him in the warm air. So as he was going in the dusty road, he reached near a rich man's house. A marvelous smell, it's a wonderful smell, was wafted. So that wafting, the thing was coming out from this the kitchen, and it was filled something which very delicious thing, something we prepare the whole area, we get the smell of it. He smelt some delicious curry being cooked somewhere. He felt hungry and ate his food. So that time the appetite came and he got that smell and he ate his food which wife had packed for him. He looked through the window of the kitchen. The rich man's cook was preparing lunch. So after that, he just looked through the window. He saw the rich man's wife was preparing the lunch. The curry smells delicious, ma'am. Just the smell of the curry was enough to make me eat my dry rice without any curry or soup. So he just appreciated the cook and he said it was really very nice, delicious smell. Then she replies, thank you. Do you want to taste some? So with much politely she asked, do you want to taste some? No, thank you. I would like some water, please. He only told, no, I don't want. Only just give me a glass of water. Here you are. I'll now serve the curry to my master. So after giving the water, she left it to serve for her master. Fyung, who was the master of the house, was not happy with the curry. Now Fyung is a rich man, the master of that house, to whom the cook was preparing the curry. And he was not happy with the taste of the curry. This curry is tasteless and bitter. It is awful. No, he said it is bitter and no taste, and it's very awful, very bad it is. Surely it is that man's work. He has stolen the taste. Now in order to escape, as I told you earlier, the cook put all the blame on Kim Han. He says that man has stolen the taste. Fyung ordered Kim Han to be captured, arrested. He just ordered his men. He was a rich man. He had so many men. So he sent his men to arrest this Kim Han. Kim Han was caught and bound. Fyung was extremely angry. He went and caught and bound, means usko बांधा था, and Fyung was extremely angry, very upset and angry. Pay me for stealing the smell from my curry. He said, you have to pay now because you have stolen the smell of my curry. I have only one silver coin. I need it to reach my brother's house. He said, I have only one silver coin. How can I pay? And I have to reach to my... And Fyung was not ready to listen to all that. Kim Han was taken to the village chief, Sarut. So the village chief was named as he was a Sarut. The wise chief heard the whole story. He ordered his helpers to bring a bowl of water. Then he asked Kim Han to put his coin in the bowl. Fyung was pleased. So the Fyung took directly to the chief and he explained all the story, what has happened. And Sarut was very wise person. So he told, you bring a bowl of water, and asked Kim Han to put that coin inside the water. And Fyung was very happy, thinking that he will get the coin. But my coin, that is the expression of Kim Han. When he saw that the coin was gone inside, Kim Han was worried about his coin. Sarut spoke to Fyung. After that, the chief, spoke to Fyung, the rich man. If you say, this poor man took away the delicious smell from your curry, then you take the water of the money in exchange for your loss. So he correctly given nice judgment. He said, you said he has stolen the curry, then okay, I have put this coin inside the water. Now you be satisfied with this water and in exchange of that loss of your curry. What? So in surprise, Fyung asked, what? So saying, the chief gave the coin back to Kim Han, who went on his way. So he picked up the coin and gave it to Kim Han, and he went on his way. Thank you, sir. You have given a fair judgment. So Kim Han was very happy and he thanked, showed his gratefulness towards the chief, and then thereafter he went started his journey towards his brother's place. So here the message is that the King Sarut saved this Kim Han's money as well as his dignity. He saved with that using his wise judgment. No, he told, if you think that the smell of the curry is stolen by Kim Han, then you be happy with the water in which the coin was dropped. So like this, sometimes people can misunderstand. No, since this man was just man, he made a correct judgment. The poor man was not able. He was not in the at fault. He understood, so he helped him. But sometimes what happens, those who are not fault, we are caught. No, many of them are caught even in the jails, and you will see those who are simply they have put in the jail, no, kept and punished. Maybe their own mistake may not be there. Some will be there, but some may not be there. But the judgment or the money which we have to pay is sometimes becomes too much, so the people keep on remaining under arrest or in the jail for many years. So the message here from this lesson, that we should be able to judge justly and correctly, so that people are happy with us. We have to have a kind of outlook. We should be very observant, and aptly correct message should come into our mind and heart. And we also should have love for the poor. Then only we understand their problems. These days we get a lot of opportunities. Many people are having nothing in their own homes. So it is also, we also take it as one of our responsibility of taking care of the people God has given to us to remain as a co-travelers on this earth. So what you have to do is, please read the lesson many times and go through the question answers. Try to answer by yourself. Then thereafter I will give you the copy work during the class time. So all the best. I'll come with the next video of the last lesson in our English literature. Thank you.